My mother hasn't stolen anything from you or Steffi.
And neither has my daughter. Steffi wanted a life with Liam, and if Bill hadn't manipulated everyone, she would have that life with him. And my beautiful little granddaughter would have her father at home, where he belongs.
Liam is a good father to Kelly, and he's going to be a good father to our baby as well. I mean, that is what we should be focused on. Not this. Not looking backwards to the past and pointing fingers. I mean, getting this upset isn't good for anybody, and it certainly isn't what Steffi wants. What have you done?
I had to say something.
It was supposed to be a secret.
Yeah, that was when we thought it was in the past and wouldn't happen again.
It won't.
You don't know that. You didn't see the way Taylor was laying into Hope.
My mom can get worked up, but she's not dangerous, Liam. Why did you have to tell Hope?
So that she knew what she was dealing with. Steffi, I'm not gonna leave Hope in the dark on this. She deserves to know that your mom is the one who shot my dad.
Okay, I admit I would have never found my way up here if it hadn't have been for the two of you, so thank you.
Oh, it's our pleasure.
I just wanted to surprise her, that's all.
She was just dropping off some joy from the shoot. She should be right in here. Knock, knock.
Oh, hey, it's Ty. Carmen, what's up?
You have a visitor.
Surprise!
Dad?
Baby girl!
You're here?
It looks like I put her into shock. Maybe she needs a moment to recover. Thanks again. I've come a long way to see you, Zoe. Aren't you glad to see me?
I'm surprised. What are you doing here?
I wanted to tell you how proud I am. I've been following your accomplishments. I must say, it's pretty amazing.
I mean, why are you in Los Angeles?
Oh, I'm part of an exchange program with a hospital here. They're paying me well. They've given me the opportunity to further my research, and I'm working at a clinic in Catalina, so.
Wait, so you're not visiting? You've moved here?
Yeah. Though you're not too happy about that?
No, that sounds like a great opportunity, Dad. Quite prestigious.
Thanks.
Hey, Zoe, do you want to grab some Dr. Buckingham?
Huh. Hello, Xander.
Hey, I had no idea you were in town.
My dad's apparently living here now.
Liam, we discussed this. My mother isn't going to risk her relationship with me or with Kelly. She won't
Lose her temper and shoot somebody else?
That's not fair. She's changed a lot since then.
Okay, good, but it hasn't changed how she talks about you or my relationship with Hope.
She has a right to her opinion.
She does not have a right to lay into my wife. Steffi, listen, I know this is your mom and you're feeling protective of her. I totally get that. But Hope and I are married. We have a child on the way. And Hope deserves to know that your mom is capable of murder.
You don't have to worry about that.
Well, I am worried about it, Steffi. I'm sorry. I'm worried about Hope. I'm worried about our baby. I'm worried about Kelly. But I'm also worried about your mom.
It's okay, Hope. Taylor was just defending her daughter, as usual.
But arguing like this isn't productive. I mean, look what happened at my wedding. You too, you just set each other off.
You didn't think I had a right to get upset about what's happened to my family and my daughter?
Taylor, I know you've had a difficult life. And you love your daughter. You feel for Steffi and Kelly and you want to protect them, but if being back in LA is only going to upset you and cause you all this pain, I mean, maybe this isn't the right place for you right now. I mean, maybe it's better for you if you leave.
Xander, it is good to see you, just like old times.
Well, it's good to see you too. Zoe's been teaching me a lot about modeling.
I hope the two of you learned a little after the breakup. I wasn't happy when you abandoned my daughter, Xander. And I was even more disturbed after you chased him to Los Angeles.
Dad.
Zoe is an ambitious, intelligent young woman. She hasn't always had the most stable upbringing, and that's my fault. I'm a very busy man. But now that I'm here, I plan on spending a lot of time with my daughter.
Steffi, I didn't tell Hope to upset you or stress you out.
She didn't have to know, Liam. We agreed.
We agreed at a time when it didn't involve her. I mean, my whole thing was, well, if my dad can let it go, then I can let it go. But then when I see your mom going after Hope, look, Hope deserves to know what happens when this woman is pushed to the brink.
She's not going to fly into some blind rage because Hope pushed her buttons.
She accused Hope of ruining our lives, of coming between me and Kelly.
Well, she's disappointed with the way things turned out.
She's out of line. And I told her she's out of line. And now you're making me think, well, gosh, did I just make things worse? Because I don't want your mom to see Hope as the enemy. That is how she saw my dad.
No. What happened with Bill was an isolated event. A moment of emotional crisis. He told me he wasn't going to say anything.
And he didn't. And I only told Hope.
Liam, you just put an even bigger target on my mother's back. What she did was wrong and out of control, but it scared her more than anyone. Hope's not in danger, Liam. Right now, because of what you did, my mother is.
How dare you tell me to leave Los Angeles?
She was just expressing concern for you, Taylor.
She wants me to abandon my daughter and my granddaughter. I won't do that.
No, I was just suggesting a little distance from
Stop. I already did that. I got out of your way and I went to Paris, and look what happened. I thought my daughter was happily married, expecting a baby. I thought everything was fine, but obviously I was wrong.
But that wasn't because you weren't here.
My daughter needed me. She still does.
Look, I understand. It's upsetting. Steffi and Bill, her marriage falling apart. It was a painful and awful time for everyone.
Liam was coming back to her. I saw the flowers and the cards. He was begging for their life back together.
Liam and I are married now. And we're getting ready for our little girl. And Steffi wants us to be a family. And if you can't accept that, if being around us is too difficult for you, then
maybe I shouldn't be?
If it's triggering for you.
Excuse me?
You aren't the same anymore.
Are you listening to your daughter? The way she speaks to me, that arrogance? What she's asking me to do? To leave Los Angeles and rip my family even further apart? Like I'm not supposed to be with my own daughter and my own granddaughter? I'm not putting up with that. No one is going to tell me that I have to get out of my daughter's life. And anyone who tries to push me out of it will regret it.
So, are you and Xander...
Dad, you don't need to come here to take care of me. I've done just fine on my own.
I know. Look, I'm just so proud of you.
So the hospital must be very excited to have such an internationally renowned physician joining their OBGYN team.
I'm just trying to make a fresh start here in Los Angeles. It's done you a world of good. Maybe it will do the same for me. Look, can I just get a hug?
I don't know how my mom's gonna react when she finds out Hope knows.
Well, don't tell her. I mean, if it's gonna freak her out, why bring it up?
This is my mom's biggest fear. Her secret being exposed.
But being here, being around us is clearly triggering her. It's causing her distress. Why add to that? Why make that worse?
I see your point, but I'm not sure that's the answer.
Steffi, your mom is struggling. Being in LA, it's hard for her. And I know she wants to spend time with you and Kelly. I don't think that's a good idea right now because you and Hope are working on something. You're bonding, you're trying to build a foundation for our kids. And I don't think your mom is on board with that.
Sorry for barging in.
Mom.
You're still here?
Pam told me the two of you were in here talking, and I do need to talk to both of you, but I feel like I'm interrupting something. Were you two arguing?
No.
You sure? Because something's wrong. What is it? Or do I even have to ask?
I'm not sure what you heard.
Well, it couldn't have been worse than the hateful nonsense I had to hear from Hope and Brooke just now.
Did you know that Taylor was back in town?
No.
Liam didn't warn you?
Warn me?
That she was here. After the last time, I thought she would have learned how to behave. I still can't believe how she acted at your wedding. This is ridiculous. She is absolutely crazy. You heard the things that she was saying.
Taylor hasn't been herself lately.
No, that is Taylor. That is who she is, blaming all of her disappointments in her life on our family.
And Bill, too. Honestly, Mom, I'm really worried about her.
Honey, I don't want you to worry about Taylor. You need to focus on yourself and this beautiful little baby growing inside of you.
But this is why it's so important. Mom, I cannot have you getting into it with Taylor, and I certainly don't want her coming after you.
Oh, honey, I can handle myself.
Maybe in the past, when she was more in control. Look, I wasn't going to say anything, but I don't know, hearing the way she was talking to you and telling you that she despises you more than anyone in the world. You need to know.
Know what?
Taylor has done something terrible, and you'll never be able to see her the same way again.
You were talking to Hope?
I know Liam wasn't happy with the way I spoke to Hope earlier.
But you confronted her again?
Well, I was having a private conversation with Brooke, and then Hope came in and interjected herself into that conversation.
Okay, Mom, I really think that you need to give Hope some space right now.
I'm sorry you thought I was being unfair to Hope. I was trying to express my feelings. I'm sorry that Hope took that personally.
Mom, please. Hope's baby and Kelly, they're gonna be half-sisters. You can't argue every time you're in a room together.
I apologize for that. I didn't come here to LA to cause problems and stir up tension, all right? I'm here because I want to be near my granddaughter. This time goes by so fast. All of the milestones, the first words, her first steps, I don't want to miss any of them. And I don't want to be wasting time arguing with everybody. I don't. I would be lying if I didn't tell you both that it breaks my heart what's happened to Kelly's family, that it's been broken. And Liam, I realize you don't want to hear this, but it has to be said. It's not the life that you wanted for your little girl. You were committed to Steffi. The two of you were going to raise that baby together, and you would be doing that today if it hadn't been for Bill. And if Hope had just let the two of you work out your differences, and if Brooke had just stayed out of it...
Stop, please.
Honey, I know you're going to tell me that this was all your choice, but it wasn't. And Brooke and Hope can pretend that this is the way things were meant to be, but you both know they're wrong. They're wrong.
I don't know how to say this. I just found out myself, and I'm still trying to process it.
Process what? Sweetheart, I can see that you're upset. What happened? Did Taylor do something? Did she say something?
You remember when Bill was shot? Liam was staying in that hotel. He and Steffi had just broken up, and Ridge was furious with Bill. I mean, so furious that they thought he might be the shooter.
Yeah, why would you bring that up now? Ridge was cleared.
Yeah, but the police never found out who actually shot him.
Yeah, I know, and that still worries me.
It should.
Why do you say that?
Because I know. I know who shot Bill.
What? Who?
Liam just told me. He's known for months. Along with Steffi and Bill, they've been keeping it a secret.
Why?
To protect the shooter.
Why would anybody want to protect the shooter? Bill was almost killed. Who was it?
Okay, you can't say anything.
Who shot Bill?
It was Taylor.
What? Taylor? No, Taylor, she wouldn't be able to pick up a gun and shoot somebody.
I know I couldn't believe it either, but it's the truth.
Taylor was in Paris.
Yes, but when she thought that Bill had taken advantage of her daughter, she flew back here. She went to Bill's house. She picked up his gun and she shot him. It was Taylor.
Taylor shot Bill? Taylor?